and all. I am Sri of JNV Srikakulam 9th class. Today we are here to explain about animal husbandry. This is my group and they introduce themselves.
Good morning to one and all. My name is Ashwin from class 9. I am studying in JNV Srikakulam. I will explain cattle farming.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Sirisha of class 9 from JNV Srikakulam. I explain artificial insemination.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Valchandra of class 9 from JNV Srikakulam. Good afternoon to one and all. I am Sajina of class 9 JNV Srikakulam.
Now let's go into the topic animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is the branch of agriculture which deals about breeding, feeding and care of domestic animals. Anybody can say what is the first domesticated animal by civilized man? Anybody? Yugla, you can. Not cow is not the domestic first animal. Dog is the first domesticated animal. Why? Because it is can train easily by humans and it make friendly also. That's why dog is the first domesticated animal. And in animal husbandry, so many productions are there, like milk production, meat production, and egg production. And now we discuss about milk production. Milk production is highly scoped in India, and the annual yield of milk production in Netherlands kg. In Australia, 3,500 kg. And the milk productive animals are cow, donkey and some other animals. And meat production. Meat production is combined with both poultry and cattle farming and also fish production also. The annual yield of meat production in poultry is in India 131 kg. In USA 1318 kg. Egg production. Egg production is the great scope in India and it is have long production also. Egg production in India annual yield is 6 rupees, whereas USA 295. In India it is 6 rupees and USA 295 rupees. And now my friend Ashwin came and explained about the cattle farming.
Good afternoon one and all. My name is Ashwin from class 9. I am studying in JNV Srikakulam. Today I will explain about cattle farming. In India, cattle farming is an old practice. Cattle farming rising for the production of the milk, skin and farm agriculture work. The milk production animals are including camels, goats and cows and buffaloes. And the working animals including male buffaloes male cows. And next one is buffalo.
Please look at the girl side also.
In India, most of cattle farming animals are the buffalo is occupy important position in cattle farming. In male buffalo work in agriculture and a female buffalo can give milk and a buffalo can live 20 years and buffalo milk. In buffalo milk, they are rich of fat and nutrients and proteins. It is low in sodium and potassium. And next one is cow. The 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 male cow work in agriculture work and the female cow can give milk. And next one is in cow milk, they rich of proteins and nutrients and calcium and sodium. Next one is lactation milk. When a growing cow reaches to the reproduction stage and she couples with bull, and when she was in pregnancy time, the mammary gland were developed, and after 10 months later come born, and this period milk production is called lactation period. And when after 4 to 6 months later the milk production very low, and we increase the milk production by the doing lactation period. Next one is milk yield. In cow milk they are rich of nutrients, proteins, and in Ayurvedic medical system they prepared ghee from the cow milk. Next one is difference between cow and buffalo milk. In cow milk, proteins are 3.2 grams and calcium 120 mg. In fat, 4.1 gram. In buffalo milk, the proteins are 4.3 grams and in calcium 210 mg and fat is 6.5 grams. Next. Next one, shelter. The cattle animals need shelter. A shelter is a resting place for the animals. A good shelter should be clean and dry, and it should be add equal sunlight for the cows and a sufficient place for the cow dung, and the protection from the cold, heat and rain. Next one is they need food. Feeding. Feeding is the food consumed by the animals is called feeding. In feeding, they were rich of carbohydrates and nutrients. The feeding is difference in age groups of the animals and their works. Suppose a growing cow need a more proteins and nutrients than old cow. In feeding, there were two types. phase and concentrate. In rough phase, there were morely fibers and it is low in nutrients and proteins. It is digestive food. And next one is concentrate. Concentrate have rich of proteins and nutrients. The examples are grain. Then next we will continue, my friends.
Now we discuss about diseases of animals. And you can see the diseases of cattle, mouth disease, anthrax and cowpox. Now we discuss about foot and mouth. Foot and mouth disease also known as FMD also. It's come to the cattle and some other animals. It not affected to the horse, dog and cat. And the symptoms of foot and mouth disease is lack of food eating and some bluster like pores are caused to the animal on the cattle of mouth and lips also. And the production of milk will be reduced and the working effect also will be reduced and the animal become weak. And now we discuss about anthrax. Anthrax is caused to the cattle and the anthrax caused cattle will weak and it not produce the much of milk and it can be direct contact and it can be passed to the humans also. Anthrax caused to the warm blood animals. Humans also cause the anthrax and anthrax have vaccine also. Within 14 days the vaccine will use and within 14 days it will be clear. And now we discuss about cowpox. Cowpox is a viral disease which it spread to humans also by direct contact of disease caused animal. And the cowpox is caused by the orthopedic virus and it is the family of pox-white virus. And now my friend Bala and continue this topic.
Now I talk about artificial insemination. Artificial insemination means the semen injected to the female's vagina by artificially is known as artificial insemination. In this process, three types are there. First one, collection of semen. The semen collected by a hardy and a healthy male of particular breed by artificially. This may be done by electrically or mechanically. Next one, preservation of semen. The collected semen preserved by freezing or by chemical methods. It's depend upon animals. Next one, introduction of semen. The preserved semen inject to the vagina of females by during maximum fertility period by artificial is known as artificial insemination. Advantages of artificial insemination. It helps for high breeding of milch animals, and this method of breeding more reliable than natural method of breeding. This process is next one, breeds of cows and buffaloes. There are 32 breeds of cows and 10 breeds of buffaloes. There are 32 breeds of cows and 10 breeds of buffaloes are there in our country, but they not yield in sufficient milk. Some of them are used for farming work. Important Indian breeds of cows are Sahiwal, Red Sindhi. Important Indian breeds of buffaloes are Nagpuri, Nilgiri. High-yielding breeds of cows have been developed in India at National Dairy Research Institute. Next one. Exotic breeds. Exotic breeds are Holstein, Friesian of Poland, and Jersey of USA. Next. Brown fish of Switzerland. These are 3 types of exotic breeds: Holstein Friesian of Poland and Jersey of USA, brown fish of Switzerland. Dr. V. Kurian, born on 26 November 1921, he is regarded as father of white revolution, which refers to increase in the milk production in our India. He developed this scheme successfully. He formed a national dairy National Dairy Development Board to manage this scheme. Next one, embryo transfer. Embryos of superior breed livestock can be obtained by performing in vitro fertilization. In vitro means outside the body. In vitro fertilization takes place in test tubes and petri dish. to increase the population of superior breed of livestock. Next, milk production from different breeds of cow. First one, Sahiwal. It is important Indian breed. It gives 2,800 liters in 300 days. Next one, Holstein. It is important exotic breed. It gives 6,000 liters in 365 days. Next one, Racewell. It is important dairy cow. It gives 5,000 liters in 326 days. Next topic will continue by friend Balchandra.
Poultry farming is a farming where we produce eggs and meat for the people. Nowadays, chicken is the noble staple food for the people in the earth. Our India is in the 5th place where we consider with the poultry farming. First, China, USSR, USA, Japan, and our India. Next, the domestic fowls are the types, 2 types. Some are only for laying eggs, is called layers and eggers. Some are only for getting meat from it, is called chicken and broiler. In the domestic fowls, so many breeds are there, but types of the breeds is 2 types. Indigenous breeds. Indigenous breeds means Indian breeds. Example, Asil. Next type of breeds is exotic breeds. In exotic breeds, example, it is a foreign breed. Next, our scientists are crossbreed these 2 breeds, getting a new breed. Consider 5 characteristics. First one, the new fowl is in small in size and it laying eggs were infantile and nutrition, and in every temperature they use it to laying eggs, and it grow with the low cost, and it feed with the byproducts of our agriculture. broilers. Layers is maintained for getting eggs. And broilers is maintained for getting meat. And layers are producing eggs at the age of 20 weeks. And it kept in hygienic place for longer period. And the meter raised up to 6 to 7 weeks in poultry farming. And then it's sent for market for meat purposes. Layers have sufficient light and sufficient place for growing, but the broilers have the place where they grow faster and low mortality. Layers fed with fat, minerals and vitamins. The broilers fed with vitamin A and K, fat contents and proteins. Requirements for poultry farming. The requirements is shelter, food and protection from diseases. Shelter. The shelter of the poultry farming is well cleaned, dry and well ventilated, and the temperature of shelter is 34 degrees Celsius to 38 degrees Celsius. The poultry birds can be protected from predators like dogs, cats, and the birds of different ages like growers, egg-laying birds, brooding birds are kept housing separately, and food. The food of birds is mashed cereals like maize, bajra, groundnut cakes, and the daily food requirement for broilers and layers are quite different. The broilers have restricted, the layers have restricted and calculated food with minerals, vitamins and micronutrients, but the broilers have fats, proteins and minerals. Diseases of poultry. Here some diseases is there: Newcastle, fowl pox, botulism, fall cholera. Diseases of poultry. The poultry birds are suffering from many diseases caused by bacteria, virus and fungi, etc. And the precautions of diseases is prevent the overcrowding in cattle and chicks have vaccinated in time that prevent the diseases. Anybody have doubts?
Lisa, can you suggest some methods which can be useful to prevent the diseases from animals?
The prevention of diseases is that you can do what I say. And first, cattle should be in clean, and you take the cattle's bath in 1 a day, and you clean the surroundings of cattle, and you should have to keep it in sunlight and dry place the cattle, and you take care of it, and you take in a month take to the veterinary hospital. These are the methods.
I have also wondered, what are the warm-blooded animals?
Sorry, I also don't know.
You mentioned that in